Hello, folks. Today's topic is perjury via affidavit by a law student who was interning at Shalom Task Force / Sarah's Voice back in July of 2022. For all of you promising law school students listening to this, let this be a lesson about unwritten expectations for applicants seeking legal internships at Sarah's Voice, the legal arm of Shalom Task Force. Spencer Woods is today's prime example. Spencer is a Juris Doctor candidate at Maurice A. Dean School of Law at Hofstra University. But he was a second-year law student in July of 2022 when he interned with Shalom Task Force. Now, I'm sure Spencer was excited at the opportunity to tag along with Debbie Jonas on July 11th of 2022 to observe my court proceeding. Little did Spencer know what would be required of him that day in his intern capacity. Much less expected what Debbie Jonas would ask him to do almost 3 months later. On September 30th of 2022, I emailed Debbie Jonas for an affidavit of service for document number 210, which is the document number for her unsigned order to show cause. Debbie Jonas's sloppiness never fails. About a week later, on October 8th of 2022, Debbie sends me a Word document for an unsigned, unnotarized affidavit of service from a Spencer Wood via email. Now, we all know that Spencer, the promising law student's last name, is Woods. Surely Spencer wouldn't misspell his own name, would he? But sloppy Debbie Jonas would, and guess what? She did. The perjured affidavit Debbie Jonas uploaded to NYSEF that night was not the same one she sent me as a Word document. You see, Debbie Jonas, she suffers from egoism and pride. And in her mania, her crusade to be right at the cost of Spencer's credibility, Debbie, the sanctimonious predator that she is, took it to another level. She suborned perjury from Spencer, and guess what? He signed it. First, I was never waiting on or at any elevator on the 5th floor because Judge Adams' courtroom is located on the 9th floor of the Supreme Court building in Kings County. But Spencer didn't write the affidavit. He just signed whatever Debbie Jonas told him to under penalty of perjury. Secondly, I left the courtroom long before Nicole Mondrone uploaded Debbie Jonas's signed order to show cause in NYSEF via document number 216 at 3:54 p.m. You see, when signed orders to show cause are uploaded in NYSEF, the documents are time and date stamped. And to this day, all 21 pages submitted by Debbie Jonas via document number 210 have never been stamped. So how could Spencer know with certainty almost 3 months later on October 6th of 2022 that he served NYSEF stamped court papers via document number 210? On July 11th of 2022, Spencer never saw court documents that were NYSEF stamped document 210, hence perjury. Since Debbie Jonas prepared the affidavit for Spencer, she maliciously suborned perjury from a Shalom Task Force intern that depends on the organization's staff attorneys for positive references to put on their resumes. Spencer wasn't going to challenge Debbie's sloppiness or malicious intentions because she's an affluent member of the community that could destroy his future with one swift check as the eponymous benevolent benefactor at the Debbie and Howard Jonas Foundation, or muddy the waters with Shalom Task Force via non-compliance. How else does a legal intern show his appreciation for the opportunity to work at Shalom Task Force? I'll tell you, by blindly signing an affidavit that he or she knows contains material misrepresentations of fact. Spencer Woods has not taken the bar exam in New York. And guess what? I don't think that he should be allowed to, because his perjury via affidavit for and on behalf of Shalom Task Force and Sarah's Voice raises serious concerns about his integrity and credibility. Third, on July 11th of 2022, whatever papers Debbie Jonas handed Shalom Task Force / Sarah's Voice, his legal intern, now turned process server, Spencer Woods, were not only not stamped, but whoever he handed them to on the 5th floor was clearly not me. I don't know if Spencer Woods was in court on July 11th of 2022, and I don't recall seeing him there. But based on his contradictory perjury, Spencer might have been serving process for any member of Shalom Task Force's opponents on various floors of the courthouse. Based on my experience with Debbie Jonas, process servers are rarely hired, and when they are utilized, service is always defective and late. Using unpaid legal interns to perform on-the-spot free service of process is a money saver for the highly dependent on public funds nonprofit Shalom Task Force. Is Spencer Woods the type of attorney you would want working for you? Look how easily Debbie Jonas was able to suborn perjury from Spencer, a Shalom Task Force legal intern, and how easily Spencer Woods accepted a pre-written affidavit prepared by Debbie Jonas with knowing material misrepresentations, lies that seek to have me incarcerated for owing $1,053.97 in child support. If you're having trouble reading the document, then you're not the only one. Debbie Jonas intentionally files faded, crooked, and illegible court papers on behalf of Shalom Task Force. At Sarah's Voice, deception is a legal tactic regularly employed by its staff and routinely encouraged by the managing board members at Shalom Task Force. New York has enough rotten attorneys practicing law in its courts, including those who subsequently become judges. Now, if a law student can voluntarily perjure himself to appease the benefactors of his legal internship before passing the bar to become a licensed attorney, then what can we expect him to do in practice? Under New York State Penal Law, sections 210.10, which is perjury in the second degree and a Class E felony, 210.35, which is making an apparently sworn false statement and a Class A misdemeanor, and 210.45, which is making a punishable false written statement and is also a Class A misdemeanor, Spencer Woods committed numerous offenses by lying in a sworn written statement. In this case, Spencer perjured himself to help Shalom Task Force send an innocent man to jail for a measly $1,053.97 that was already paid up before Debbie Jonas suborned perjury from him on October 6th of 2022. Now, if Spencer Woods felt coerced into signing Debbie Jonas's perjury via affidavit, then he should come to court on Wednesday, December 20th, 2023 at 2 p.m. for a traverse hearing. And when he takes the elevator to Part 5F, Spencer will see that he must press 9 for the 9th floor, where Judge Adams' courtroom is located. Once again, thank you for watching, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel to get my latest YouTube videos. Thank you so much.